Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Friday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys like betting on MLB player props, you already know, go ahead and sign up with Parlay Play. Get free entries when you guys sign up, so go ahead and hop in there and take advantage. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Pretty busy slate today. And as you guys can tell, not at my normal spot, currently on vacation, but gonna still be giving you guys videos every day. So yeah, 15 matchups, starting with the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Chicago Cubs. Dodgers opening up as home road favorites at -177. Chicago +120 with the over/under at 7.5. Pitching for the Dodgers is Tyler Anderson with an ERA of 2.55. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cubs is Drew Smyly with an ERA of 2.79. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs and had 4 strikeouts. Dodgers coming into this on a 3-game winning streak. Cubs just 1-5 in their last 6. The Cubs 1-7 at home, where they have struggled. Yeah, I like the Dodgers on the road here. Tyler Anderson's been pretty solid. So yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Dodgers on the road. All right, next matchup, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Cincinnati Reds. The Pirates opening up as road favorites at -125. The Reds +115 with the over/under at 8.5. Pitching for the Pirates is JT Brubaker with an ERA of 6.20. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Reds is Connor Overton with an ERA of 1.69. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run and had 3 strikeouts. Pitt coming off a 7-2 win over Detroit. They're just 3-7 in their last 10. Cincinnati 1-9 in their last 10. Cincinnati 1-7 at home, where they've struggled. Just an ugly matchup here. I just don't trust the Reds, man. I really don't. I mean, they haven't gotten a win, and they haven't even gotten a win in May yet. Pitt coming off a nice win against Detroit. Not in love with Brubaker on the mound, but just hard to be in love with the Reds as a whole. Taking the Pirates on the road. Next matchup, we have the Kansas City Royals versus the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore opening up as home favorites at -115. Kansas City -105 with the over/under at 8. Pitching for the Royals is Carlos Hernandez with an ERA of 6.0. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Orioles is Jordan Lyles with an ERA of 4.50. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run and had 6 strikeouts. Royals just 3-7 in their last 10. Baltimore 4-6 in their last 10, coming off 2 wins against Minnesota. Kansas City 4-13 on the road against the Orioles. Baltimore 13-4 at home against Kansas City, where they've played very well here. Yeah, I like the Orioles at home. Got some momentum, 2-game winning streak. They've been really good against Kansas City. Kansas City 1-5 in their last 6. I'm going to roll with the Orioles at home. Next matchup, we have the New York Mets versus the Philadelphia Phillies. The Mets opening up as road favorites at -135. The Phillies +125 with the over/under at 7. Pitching for the Mets is Max Scherzer with an ERA of 2.61. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 9 strikeouts. Pitching for the Phillies is Kyle Gibson with an ERA of 2.93. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. The Mets 6-4 in their last 10, coming off an 8-7 win against the Phillies yesterday. Phillies on a 4-game losing streak. The Mets 4-1 on the road and been pretty solid on the road here. Yeah, I like the Mets on the road here. Love Max Scherzer on the mound. He's been great. Mets looked really good yesterday. Rolling with New York on the road. Next matchup, we have the Texas Rangers versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -230. Texas +190 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Rangers is Glenn Otto with an ERA of 2.89. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Yankees is Garrett Cole with an ERA of 3.0. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Rangers on a 4-game winning streak, playing pretty well here. Yankees 9-1 in their last 10. Yankees finally took a loss against Toronto. Texas on a 6-game losing streak against the Yankees. Yeah, I like the Yankees at home. I know the Rangers are playing well on a 4-game winning streak. I just trust the Yankees a little bit more in this matchup, especially at home, where they've been pretty solid. Rolling with the Yankees at home. Next matchup, we have the Chicago White Sox versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as home favorites at -167. Chicago +157 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the White Sox is Vince Velasquez with an ERA of 4.59. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Red Sox is Nathan Eovaldi with an ERA of 2.51. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 8 strikeouts. White Sox on a 3-game winning streak right now. Boston just 1-4 in their last 5. Coming off an 8-0 loss against the Angels. Boston 2-5 at home where they've struggled. Yeah, not in love with the Red Sox here. White Sox playing pretty good right now on a 3-game winning streak. Have a little bit of momentum behind them. I'm going to take a shot with the White Sox +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Cleveland Guardians. Toronto opening up as road favorites at -145. Cleveland +125 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Kevin Gausman with an ERA of 2.27. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 10 strikeouts. Pitching for the Guardians is Shane Bieber with an ERA of 2.76. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Toronto 5-5 in their last 10, coming off a 6-5 loss against Cleveland yesterday. Cleveland 5-1 in their last 6, playing pretty well. Cleveland, I mean, they're 7-2 at home against Toronto. They play very well against Toronto. I like Toronto coming off a bounce back here, coming off that loss. I do like Kevin Gausman on the mound. For the Blue Jays, pretty even pitching matchup, honestly, here. I'm going to roll with Toronto on the road. Next matchup, we have the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Atlanta Braves. Seeing a lot, I'm not seeing much information on this matchup here. I can't find a line for it. It's kind of seeming like every day I just can't find the line out for one of these games. Only info I can find is that pitching for the Brewers is Eric Lauer with an ERA of 1.93. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 11 strikeouts. I'm just going to assume Brewers are going to be favorites the way they've been playing Brewers on a 3-game winning streak, 8-2 in their last 10. Atlanta 5-5 in their last 10. The Brewers 5-0 on the road, where they've played very well. Atlanta 6-3 at home against Milwaukee. So they have been good at Milwaukee at home here, but Eric Lauer's been really good on the mound for the Brewers. So I do like the Brewers here. They got a lot of momentum. Been playing very good baseball. Riding a 3-game winning streak. I'm going to roll with the Brewers on the road. Just be sure to check who pitches for the Braves whenever that does get released. Next matchup, we have the Detroit Tigers versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -200. Detroit plus 170 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for Detroit is Bo Brisky with an ERA of 3.60. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Astros is Luis Garcia with an ERA of 4.15. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs and had 5 strikeouts. Detroit on a 2-game losing streak. They're 2-8 in their last 10, coming off a 3-2 loss against Houston yesterday. Houston on a 4-game winning streak. They're playing great. Detroit 1-7 on the road, where they've struggled. Houston 5-0 at home, where they've been solid. Yeah, I'm rolling with Houston at home here. Been playing good. Detroit hasn't looked that good. I'm gonna roll with the Astros at home. Alright, next matchup, we have the Oakland Athletics versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at -185. Oakland plus 155 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for Oakland is Cole Irvin with an ERA of 2.93. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run and had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Twins is Josh Winder with an ERA of 2.20. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs and had 7 strikeouts. Oakland on a 6-game losing streak right now. Minnesota 7-3 in their last 10, coming off a couple Baltimore losses. Minnesota 6-0 at home, where they've been solid. Yeah, Oakland, they've been struggling here on a bad losing streak. Winder looked really good in his last start on the mound. Very solid. Minnesota playing good, coming off a couple losses. I think they bounce back here against the struggling Athletics, taking the Twins at home. Next matchup, we have the Washington Nationals versus the LA Angels. This is another matchup I can't find the spread on. Crazy how they do this. So be sure to check that out when that does get released. But I do have the pitching info, and based on the info, I do feel like the Angels will be the favorites. Pitching for the Nationals is Joan Adon with an ERA of 7.33. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Angels is Michael Lorenzen with an ERA of 3.04. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 3 runs and had 2 strikeouts. Washington just 3-7 in their last 10 on a 2-game losing streak. Angels 7-3 in their last 10, coming off 2 wins against Boston, coming off an 8-0 win against Boston. Played very well in that matchup. Washington just 3-7 against LA. LA 5-0 at home, where they've played very solid. Yeah, I'm rolling with the Angels here. I do like Lorenzen on the mound. He's been good. Be sure to check the line and the over when that does get released. But rolling with the Angels at home. Next matchup, we have the Colorado Rockies versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks opening up as home favorites at -150. Colorado plus 130 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Rockies is Chad Kuhl with an ERA of 1.90. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for Arizona is Merrill Kelly with an ERA of 1.27. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Colorado 5-1 in their last 6. Arizona 7-3 in their last 10, coming off that Miami sweep. Colorado 5-1 in their last 6. They're playing, both teams playing pretty good here. Both pitchers playing well. I'm gonna take the Rockies plus 1.5 on the road. Minus 150 for Arizona. Hard to trust with how good they have been playing. Merrill Kelly has been good on the mound, but pretty even matchup on the pitching side here. I'm going to take the Rockies plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Miami Marlins versus the San Diego Padres. The Padres opening up as home favorites at minus 130. Miami plus 110 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for the Marlins is Sandy Alcantara with an ERA of 2.90. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Padres is Yu Darvish with an ERA of 4.44. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Miami on a 5-game losing streak right now. Padres 7-3 in their last 10, playing pretty solid. Miami 3-7 on the road against the Padres where they've struggled. Yeah, I like the Padres at home. Miami struggling. Padres playing pretty well. I'm gonna roll with the Padres at home. All right, next matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at minus 130. Tampa Bay plus 105 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Rays is Josh Fleming with an ERA of 6.32. Pitching for the Mariners is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 0.64. Tampa coming into this on a 4-game winning streak, playing pretty well, beating Seattle 4-3 yesterday. Seattle on a 4-game losing streak, 2-8 in their last 10. Tampa 6-0 on the road where they've been solid. Seattle 1-8 in their last 9. They have been struggling here. Logan Gilbert's been phenomenal for the Mariners. I just don't trust the Mariners. They've been struggling. You know, they do have the better pitcher here, but I got to roll with Tampa plus 1.5. Getting plus money for the Rays on the money line too is an intriguing play with how bad the Mariners have been playing. I'm going to take the Rays plus 1.5 on the road. Then the last matchup, we have the St. Louis Cardinals versus the San Francisco Giants. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at minus 110 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Cardinals is Jordan Hicks with an ERA of 3.65. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Giants is Alex Cobb with an ERA of 5.40. His last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 0 runs. He pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 run, and had 0 strikeouts. St. Louis 6-4 in their last 10 on a 2-game winning streak. Beat San Francisco 7-1 yesterday. San Francisco on a 4-game losing streak. St. Louis 14-6 on the road where they've been very solid. Not much of a pitching advantage here. I'd say Jordan Hicks has played a little better. I'm going to take the Cardinals on the road here. They looked really good yesterday. Giants on a little losing streak. They've been struggling. I'm going to roll with the Cardinals on the road. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.